If you're still running your agency like it's 2010 with the rigid roles, the top-down management, and the culture built on just get it done, you're probably stuck. You're stuck in the weeds, you're stuck making every single damn decision for the agency, and you're stuck with this high churn, low output. Now in this video, I'm going to break down why your traditional structures are failing modern agencies and why the smartest, fastest growing agencies are doing different to build winning teams. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Now, most agency owners, including myself, didn't set out to be agency owners. We started out because we were good at one thing, design, strategy, sales, delivery, but then one day, boom, you're the boss and the team's looking at you for everything. You're making every call, you're reviewing every deliverable and solving every problem. Does this sound familiar? I know that was me, and the problem wasn't the team, right? The team couldn't think. The problem was I haven't given them the vision. They didn't know where we were going. So how could they couldn't even lead themselves. But once I said, we're building the resource I wish I had when I ran my first agency, everything changed. They started making decisions based on the mission, not just waiting on me. And that's the key. You don't need more doers. You need more leaders. Now, A players will cost you 20% more than B players, but they produce 10 to 20 times more. They don't wait, they own. So how do you attract these A players? You build a brand people want to be a part of. Look at Ramblin' Jackson, one of our mastermind members. They don't call their teams employees. They call them ramblers. It's fun, it's branded, it builds identity, just like Googlers at Google, and it works. They also treat every job posting like a sales letter. Here's who we are. Here's why the role matters. Here's what you'll help us build. They'll even walk you through the whole hiring process on their site. It builds trust. It filters out the wrong people and really brings the right people in. Also, you gotta brand your team. Put them in the front and center of your marketing. Feature them on social, celebrate their wins. Show people what it's really like to work for you. Top talent doesn't just want a job. They want a purpose. They pride, people, actually that they enjoy, and make that visible. All right, you've hired great people. Now, don't bury them in confusion, right? Now, high-performing team just doesn't happen by accident. They need clarity, they need feedback, they need connection. So here's how to build a collaborative culture that really scales. You first need to communicate clearly, if I could say that word. Weekly stand-ups, Loom instead of long emails, and let your team know what winning looks like and help them figure it out to get there. Second, you need to build in feedback. Ask every quarter, what should we start doing? What should we stop doing? And what should we continue doing? And then act on it. Next, you want to help your team grow in their direction. Some people want to be leaders. Some want to be the elite specialist, right? Both are valuable. Your job is to support either path. And finally, if you're remote or hybrid, build connections on purpose. Just don't hope people feel like a team. Host a retreat once or twice a year. Even a simple meetup can change everything. Create a space where people can laugh and bond and remember that they're building something together. Now, you want a team that performs, so stop reviewing them. Start coaching them quarterly or monthly and ask, where do you want to grow? What ideas do you have to help the company grow? Now let's talk about having them make decisions rather than come to you 24/7. Now, when they come to you, I want you to use what I call the 1-3-1 method. I want you to ask, what's the issue? What are the 3 possible solutions you think we need to do? And what's the one recommendation you want to make? You do this enough and your team's going to start thinking like leaders, and they're not going to be waiting for answers. Then I also want you to think about, rather than assigning tasks, I want you to assign outcomes. Let them figure out the path. If something goes wrong, cool. Debrief, don't micromanagement, and keep investing in their growth. Give them courses, let them shadow you, challenge them. If you want people to stay, help them level up. Now, here's the part most agency owners ignore until it's too late. Sustainability. You can't grow your people if they're burned out, checked out, or walking out. So start protecting your team's energy. Cut the unnecessary meetings, encourage real life, time off, Build in space for recovery, mental health days, no meeting weeks, whatever flows. You got to keep the learning together. I want you to share the wins in Slack, bring ideas for your team, encourage everyone to innovate, not just you. And if you're remote, just don't let your team drift off in silence. Bring them together virtually, casually, or in person, because the agency that wins long-term is the one where people actually want to stay, and they're staying for other people. So yeah, traditional team structure, they just don't cut it anymore. If you want to scale, build the team of leaders, create the culture of clarity, connection, and coaching, and stop being that bottleneck. So if this video helped or anything resonated with you, drop a comment, or if you have a question, drop a comment, subscribe. Let's have more real talk about building scalable agencies the right way. You got this. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you want more content like this, make sure you click on the link on the screen or check out your most popular podcast platform where the full episode is there. And until next time, have a swank day. What are you doing? Go check it out. Click on the link. I'll see you soon.